and welcome to Burning Waters of the Moon Tarot. My name is Desiree and this video is a reading for the energy of Gemini. So I am using the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot here, the original one. This is the Ehrenberg Tarot and this is Primordial Tarot by Sergio Topi. And I'm going to be using this as my Oracle deck. This deck is a tarot deck. It has the 78 cards, all of the suits, though the suits are named differently, but the meanings of the cards differ from the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot. So, and possibly, you know, the Marseille and the Italian decks as well. So it's a very unique deck. So I will be using that as an oracle deck for this series of readings. Okay, Gemini, as I said at the beginning of the video, this is for the energy of Gemini. And what I mean by that is that everybody has Gemini in their charts by way of the house system. So you may or may not have a planet in the sign of Gemini, but you absolutely have a house in the sign of Gemini. So what that means is that we can call on that energy and use it when we see necessary, when we see fit, right? It might be easier for some to call on it than others, but it just takes a little bit of practice and perseverance to use those energies, to utilize those energies on a whim. So you too can have the strength and the energy of a Gemini. All right, Gemini, let's see what's going on with you. We've got the Hanged Man in reverse, Major Arcana. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, Earth, and then the Four of Cups, water energy. Let's make sure we're going to have this in frame. Okay, looks good. So our Major Arcana is in reverse, and you know, basically that means that the way things are looking for you, the way your viewpoint, your glasses that you have on are correct. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is the card of luxury and opulence. And also the Four of Cups, which is a card of what is that word? I want to say nostalgia for some reason, but that's totally not the word. You're just at a point where you just don't really care about anything. And the word just totally escapes me for now. So let me just go ahead and draw your 9 cards and we're going to dive a little bit deeper into this message, okay? And if for any reason, Gemini, this reading is not resonating with you, try some of my other videos and looking by title. Maybe you just need to use a little bit of intuition to help light your path. I'm still trying to think of that word. I don't know why it's not coming to me. I'm just drawing a complete blank. It's wow. It's late here in Texas, so maybe that's the problem. I've been up since 6 a.m. and I wake up, I've got to feed kittens every 4 hours, so I'm not getting proper sleep. All right, Gemini, we're going to draw 9 cards from the Ehrenberg Tarot. So we've got the 10 of Wands in reverse, fire. We've got the 2 of Wands, more fire. We've got death, Major Arcana. We have the 7 of Wands, fire. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse, fire of air. Then we've got the 6 of Cups. Oh, this is the nostalgia card. Interesting. 6 of Cups in reverse is water. Then we've got Temperance, which is Major Arcana, and that card is in reverse for you. 2 of Swords, air in reverse. And then the King of Pentacles, air of earth. Let me flip the view for you here. All right, and this is your beautiful spread. So with the Ehrenberg Tarot, the artist, Steve Ehrenberg, took an aspect of the Pamela Coleman Smith drawing and just focused on that. A lot of his are focused on the eyes. A lot of his artwork is focused on the eyes, and his theme is that the deck is looking back at you. And so it is his great interpretation, and he was a dear friend of Stuart Kaplan. So he was inspired by Stuart Kaplan's fascination and almost obsession with tarot, but obsession in a good way. You know, Stuart Kaplan, of course, was all about the tarot. Okay, so let's see what we have here. So it's looking like you have your sights set on something, and you're at a point where you are reaching a little bit of burnout. And the Two of Wands is, of course, looking at everything that you can have and be able to have some foresight in planning. And we have Temperance in reverse, and then we also have the Ten of Wands in reverse. So I think either you are ignoring the fact that you might be out of balance, a little bit overwhelmed, or you might be coming out of that. And I feel like you are coming out of this overwhelm, this overdoing it, this imbalance that you have. We have death right next to this situation here, and death is all about change and transformation, transmuting energy. And with our Hangman being in reverse here, instead of looking at it in having a different perspective, you are looking at it with the perspective of clarity, and you're looking at it in the correct way, so to speak. So with our opulence card here, our Nine of Pentacles, you might be kind of on the defense of what it is that you've been doing and all of your energies that you're putting in to all of this work, this project that you're working on. We do have this Two of Swords in reverse here, and I'm kind of taking this as it's not even really a choice for you at the moment. You are doing what you have to do, and you're not really letting anyone, you are not letting anyone stand in the way of this goal, this luxury, this future that you see for yourself. And so I think what has happened is there's been a change in you, in that you, at one point, you were out of balance, you were overburdened with the situation, but I think you've gotten to a point now where you're able to see over the horizon, and you're working towards something. You're working towards achieving that goal that you set out for yourself. And so it's really not like a choice that you have. It's just something that is innately within you, and you're sort of moving into a situation where you can have it all. Then we come over to this card here, and I still cannot think of that word. It's that attitude where a gift is being handed to you, and you're not even focused on the magic of what is being presented to you. You're focused on something else, and probably I'm gonna say actually, this is the reason why I can't think of the word, is because that is not the situation. That is not the adjective that should be applied to this situation. I feel that your focus on what it is that you are wanting to achieve is necessary. You're not allowing this glitter and gold and all that sparkles to derail you from what you were working on. There is a laser focus. I'm getting a feeling here. We do have the King of Pentacles down here, which is, of course, the pinnacle of the pentacles, right? We have the king, who is heir of earth. So he is strategic. He's planning. He knows exactly what needs to be done, and he's not afraid to put the work into it. And so that's what I see here from this reading, is that you have come from a space where you were like overburdened yourself and perhaps maybe overindulging in something, too much work, but you have since found your focus and you have transmuted that energy, and you have the focus on what it is that you want to achieve, and you're not letting anyone stand in your way. You're not being distracted by others. We have this Knight of Swords in reverse, and this is Fire of Air, which is an action card. This card can act a little bit not impulsive, but act a little bit quickly without even really thinking about what is happening, or what you're doing. But what I feel is happening here is that you're really going on instinct. You're not putting too much forethought in it, and that it's hindering you. But you're so laser focused on something, you're kind of running on intuition, and you're kind of just like a Jedi Knight, seeing things before they happen and just being ready on the defense, and able to just knock things out and just think, just know what is going to come at you and handle it like a boss, basically. And ultimately, I see that you're going to achieve these goals. You've come a definite long way, and you're not allowing any kind of past, present, to derail you from the sights that you have set for yourself. I'm so surprised we don't see the star here, but I mean, this basically, I basically see this kind of as a star. You kind of have your focus, this Two of Wands. You're putting 1 and 2 together to begin this creative magic that you have envisioned in your head. So awesome, Gemini. I think this is really good for you. I think you're in a good spot. This is good. Just remain focused, and you go after what it is that you want, and don't be afraid to tell people that, hey, this is what I want, and I'm not going to listen to you. I'm not going to go to this party with you. What have you. You're not allowing yourself be distracted from this ultimate goal. And ultimately, I see success, definite success. So awesome. Awesome. Okay, so now we're going to pull a card from the Primordial Tarot. This is going to be like my oracle. I do have my little guidebook here because these cards the suits have different names, and they're roughly the same, but definitely the minor arcana is definitely different. All right, let's see what we have for you, Gemini. Okay, so I don't read reversals for oracles. So we have 3 of Jewels, and I believe all the 3s are considered masks, if I'm not mistaken. So the suits in these cards is blood, jewels, nature, and soul. Okay. 3. Mask of Jewels. Okay, so the divinatory meaning is skilled work, meaningful work, and prolific production. So it really is you honing in on your skill. This is, like I said, you being a definite Jedi Knight. Let me read this little paragraph. So, Mask of Jewels, a craftsman. Let me show you your card so you can see this here. We've got a craftsman shows a mask which he has made abundant production. Masks are sacred objects, bridges between the spirit world and the physical world. Making them requires skill and understanding as well as reverent spirit. The craftsman works with more than just materials and symbols. He pours intentions and meaning into his work, knowing that he is making a portal for the shaman to reach the gods and to heal this world. This craftsman has done very well and he knows it. He's holding his most recent mask with pride. He's made so many to get this good, and now he can make many more, each one better than the last. And that must be where this came from, you know, this overburdening, this imbalance. This is where you were coming from. And this was you learning your craft and honing that skill so that this project, this whatever it is that you're endeavoring, your endeavor, is endeavoring a word? I don't know. Can we make that a verb? Your endeavor, you're pretty much a master, you know. We have it here, the King of Pentacles, and so you've come from a long place. You've transmuted that energy. You've picked up the wisdom, and you're no longer a novice. You're becoming the master that you've wanted to be, that you've sought to be. And with that, of course, comes success. And amazing. What a wonderful reading for you, Gemini. Okay, so that concludes the reading. If you know of anyone that can benefit from this, please share the video, and hopefully that will light a path for someone and give them that extra push that they may need. So with that being said, I will see you next video, and take care.